Super Teddy, Adventures for Little Ones.
The story of Pinocchio. In a small workshop full of wood shavings and dreams, the old and kind carpenter Geppetto worked with love. With his expert hands, he carved a very special puppet from a piece of wood, with curious eyes and a small smile waiting to be born. That night, a star shone with a magical light in the dark sky. Geppetto, looking out the window, made a wish from the bottom of his heart that his little wooden puppet could become a real boy. While Geppetto slept, the beautiful blue fairy descended from the bright star. With her magic wand, she gently touched the wooden puppet. A spark of life and magic filled his small, inert body. The puppet opened his painted eyes, full of wonder. Geppetto woke up hearing a small noise and saw his creation sitting up looking at him. "You're alive!" exclaimed Geppetto with tears of joy. At first, his movements were clumsy and wooden, but with Geppetto's help and patience, little Pinocchio began to take his first unsteady steps, stumbling and laughing around the workshop. Geppetto wanted Pinocchio to be intelligent and good. He gave him a book and sent him to school, hoping he would learn a lot and behave well on his first day. On the way to school, Pinocchio heard cheerful music. He saw a sign announcing a puppet show. The curiosity was too great for the little puppet. He forgot about school. Pinocchio didn't have money for the entrance. With his heart beating fast, he decided to sell his school book for a coin, so he could see the exciting puppet show inside the tent. Inside, Pinocchio was amazed. He jumped onto the stage and began to dance with the other puppets. The theater owner, the great Stromboli, saw him and thought Pinocchio was very special and talented. But Stromboli was not kind. At the end of the show, instead of letting him go home, he locked Pinocchio in a cage. He wanted Pinocchio to perform only for him, to earn a lot of money. Sad and scared in the dark cage, Pinocchio wished he had gone to school. Suddenly, the bright blue fairy appeared, floating with her soft light. She asked him why he hadn't gone to class. Pinocchio, ashamed, didn't tell the truth. He made up excuses, and with each lie he told, his little wooden nose began to grow, longer and longer, with leaves and flowers sprouting from it. The blue fairy made his nose go back to normal. She explained to Pinocchio the importance of truth. She introduced him to Jiminy Cricket, his conscience, to guide him on the right path. Pinocchio was freed, or escaped, with magical help. Along the way, he met two sly figures, the fox and the cat. They seemed kind, but they had mischievous plans for the naive Pinocchio. The fox and the cat told Pinocchio about a magical place, the Field of Gold, where he could plant coins and grow money trees. They tricked Pinocchio into giving them his few coins. Pinocchio decided to go to Pleasure Island, a place with no rules or school. He joined other mischievous boys who spent their time playing and eating sweets all day, without thinking about the consequences. Without realizing it, the boys on Pleasure Island started to change. Long ears and tails grew on them. They were turning into donkeys. Pinocchio felt a terrifying change in himself. Scared, Pinocchio escaped from the island. Now he only wanted to find Geppetto. A kind seagull told him the terrible news. Geppetto, looking for Pinocchio, had been swallowed by a huge whale named Monstro. Filled with bravery and love for Geppetto, Pinocchio plunged into the stormy sea. He searched and searched until the giant whale Monstro appeared. And zap! Pinocchio was also swallowed, landing in the whale's stomach where he found Geppetto. Inside Monstro, Pinocchio and Geppetto came up with a plan. They made a large fire that made the whale sneeze, expelling them into the sea. They swam towards the shore and, for his bravery and good heart, Pinocchio was finally transformed into a real boy.
Super Teddy, Adventures for Little Ones. Happy kids, peaceful parents, subscribe now. Super Teddy.